Hello, how's everybody doing? We've got this picture, okay, and I'm not sure exactly who it is, but it reminds me of somebody on stage. It also reminds me of us on Earth, and this is Astro, okay, but you take it as you want it. All right, so the title is Meeting with St. Christopher, The Big Goodbye. The shorts is AJR, The Big Goodbye. Now, I don't know that group. I don't know that song. I don't know anything about it. I just hear it on the radio all the time. And we were playing it in Astro, and they wanted me to put it on. St. Christopher did, because that's what's going on right now. We're meeting with St. Christopher, and he's giving us our itinerary, travel papers, and then we're coming back into our physical body, and we are trying to figure out our next steps. Now, in the shorts, it's very important because the Seven of Cups came in reversed. Seven of Cups is usually a confusion energy, and an energy of you have lots of options, so you're confused. Well, with St. Christopher meeting with us in Astro, and he is the saint of travel, he's giving us our itinerary, our travel papers, and he's got it all set up for us, and now we have to act upon it. So it's going to be very important to watch the shorts, Google the lyrics, and listen to the videos every day. It's going to be very important. He said you can also look at other videos from my past channel because they are timeless to you. He can talk through them. So that's up to you guys. But they're giving you the itinerary in Astro, and you're having to figure it out in your physical avatar. So, like for example, in that song, it says, I'm all in my head. And there's a song on my playlist over a year ago, I'm sure by now, a few years ago, that was Tim McGraw and Nelly singing It's All in My Head. And that song sounds just like that line in AJR where he says, I'm all in my head. Okay, so that's significant, they wanted me to tell you. Now, when he says he's leaving his place where he's been for a while, some of us have been in our environments for 20 years, right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to say goodbye to our friends. It's going to be hard to take this new itinerary and go forward. But we have to do it. Nobody listening to this message is going to stay where they're at. Now, that was a hard one for me to channel with him because I'm like, well, it can't be 100% for everybody. And he said, for anybody listening to your channel, Miss Mystic, they're very high frequency anchorers, bridgers, and they're going somewhere. They're doing something. They're not just going to sit where they are. Okay, so take it for what it's worth. Again, we're down here, we're standing here, here's Astro up here, and we need to bring that into, and it's like he's holding his itinerary. We need to take this and bring it down into here. So, again, listen to the videos that I do every day because more will be revealed. Just like how I told you don't travel on a certain day if you don't have to. If you do have to travel on a certain day, then be extra careful. Whatever I'm telling you, these are all little links to you getting your destination fulfilled. Okay, now, as I said, it's called the big goodbye. Why is it called the big goodbye? He said because it is the end big goodbye. There were a lot of little goodbyes, maybe with a job, a relationship, a car, maybe even goodbye to certain foods I'm hearing. We've been going through a lot of goodbyes, but this is the big goodbye. This is the big goodbye where we go bye-bye for good. But until we get here for good, okay, before we get up here for good, we still have some traveling to do in here. Now, I think you guys are understanding what I'm saying, and I hope you do. So you're going to want to really, really concentrate on the shorts, the songs, the lyrics, to anything you listen to on my channel, okay? Because the clues are in there. It's kind of like a game of Clue, right? Where who done it at the end? Well, you done it at the end. And we're giving you all the clues and all the itinerary to get to your final goodbye. This is the big goodbye. It's not the final goodbye. The difference between the big goodbye and the final goodbye is the final goodbye is you're going to be able to stay at your real home with your real people for good, and then travel out from there. Like before, we were on Earth traveling around, right, with people. When we get up here and we're in our spaceship, we can be our regular home and we can go to other places. Again, like Star Trek, but I still think Star Trek is obsolete to what I'm trying to say, but it's the closest thing I got to explain to you what's really going on. So definitely Star Trek. And I know I got some Trekkies watching, so you're excited. Okay, we're going to go shuffle some cards and go in the other room. So if you'd like to travel on with me, we'll go ahead and go in there. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. I just can't stress enough the looking up the lyrics and the listening. You might even want to read the transcripts on my videos, because a lot of times you get distracted by the lights or the cat or something. You might get distracted. So if you read the transcripts, I always watch and read, and I get like 2 messages. So it's pretty cool. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put you here. And we're going to go ahead and shuffle this deck up here. Let's get over here. Randomly at the bottom is power, and I was supposed to tell you that the power card is actually the strength card. So whenever you see the power card, they want you to know that it's the strength card. And what do I mean by the strength card is you have the power, you have the strength. You just need to do this stuff. And it's going to be hard because you're going to hear over and over again, you need to put up your house for sale. You need to quit this job. You need to leave this marriage. You're going to be hearing stuff like that, and you're going to be like, hell no, I'm too comfortable. And that's where you're going to get in your own way, and you're going to have to keep hearing it until you do something. And then if you still don't do something, then they have to step in, like make you do it. Okay, and I would much rather do it on my own than being made to do it. I'll give you an example. When I had my mission partner, I wanted to sell all of our properties and I wanted to liquidate, and I wanted to do a few things differently. And he didn't want to do it because of the comfort, because of the finances, because of the stability, and he didn't want to take that risk. So when they took him out of my life, I was stuck with all that stuff because he didn't do it earlier, and they had to remove him so that I could advance. He didn't want to advance with me. He wanted to stay in his comfort zone. Okay, these cards fell out. So by him wanting to stay in his comfort zone, he was taken away, and then I had to finish it by myself. Okay, so that's an example of something that if your partner doesn't listen, or somebody in your soul contract isn't listening, or if you're not listening, the universe will still make it happen. It's just harder. It would have been a lot easier if we'd have liquidated together and got a trust and did all that stuff together, because when he was taken away, then it was left all on me to do by myself with my spirit guide, of course. I'm never alone, but it was a lot harder. It would have been a lot easier if we would have liquidated like I asked earlier. And we did do some things. We did liquidate a little bit, so that was nice. And the trust appointment was set up for that summer. We just didn't get to the summer. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have news. Okay, we have news coming in. And then the cards that fell out are manifestation, motivation, soulmate, solitude, and luck. Now, news is coming in. What is the news coming in? Well, I already told you it's about your big goodbye. It's about your future. It's about your next plan, right? So you have to know that it's about your manifestation, and you have to be motivated. All right. And then I said soulmate, and there's not a soulmate here. It's solitude and luck. So what I'm getting from there is I heard and saw the soulmate card. So that's what's being hidden from you right now, because they need you to go into solitude and start bringing out your luck. Now, I don't believe in luck, but what they're saying is luck is a term that earthlings understand. It's a word that people understand. So you need to be in solitude to get this luck. And the luck is being manifested by your motivation. Okay, so you're manifesting a soulmate, let's say, and you need to be in solitude and believe in luck to get it. So when I said to you, I think it was yesterday, that St. Michael was saying that you're not trusting. You're not trusting what I'm telling you. You're not trusting what they're telling you, and you're getting in your own way. I'm feeling that really, really strongly. I've got the Temperance card randomly at the bottom of my favorite deck. And I'm also supposed to talk to you about this Seven of Cups in reverse from the shorts. And I already did. It's confusion, many choices, many options, right? And it was in reverse. So your options now are your itinerary, and your confusion's over. Even though you may not feel that it's over because of the fact that you're in your physical avatar and you don't remember the meeting with St. Christopher, right? You don't remember it. So those cards wanted to come out right away. On the bottom, we have the peaceful, easy feeling, right? The Four of Wands. So if it doesn't give you a peaceful, easy feeling, then we need to move on. And that's going to be another, I'm going to give you little keys throughout my reading for a while. because it's going to take a little bit. This isn't an overnight itinerary printed out from your printer, okay? So one of the keys is it's going to make you feel peaceful. So, oh, you need to put your house up for sale and you need to move to the ocean. And you're like, oh, that feels so good. I can see me on the beach right now. See, that's a peaceful feeling. Or if you got the feeling of, I don't want to move to the ocean because I'm scared of water. Well, that's not a peaceful feeling. That's a feeling of fear, right? So that's probably not where you're going, or it may be inland by the ocean. You know, little things like that. So really watch your feelings. What do you get? Like when I heard that song, The Big Goodbye, I love the auctioneer. That's what caught me in the beginning, was how he was talking in his auctioneer voice. And it reminded me of how we have so many options and we get so confused because we try to listen to our feelings and we don't know which one to pick. Well, this 7 of Cups, that's that energy. It was in reverse. So you're going to know crystal clear. It's going to be crystal clear, just so you know. Okay, now these cards fell out, so I'm just going to flip this for a minute. No, I'm not. I'm just going to show them to you. We'll just leave it. Okay, we've got the Page of Dynamism. Okay, the Page of Dynamism is a card that is requiring action. You see how he's holding that weapon in his hands? He's like this. He's like ready to go. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this card. And I've got the Courageous and Daring right after it, the 2 of Wands. You see how she has her bow and arrow and she has her weapon in her hand again. Both cards are a card of where they're standing there with their weapons in their hand and they're ready to go. That's how we should be feeling. Then we have the Hierophant, which is all 4 kings, right? You want to be the Hierophant energy. We had the Empress energy in the shorts, all 4 queens. Take your power and use it, right? Okay. You want to be in your Hierophant energy. Know that this is the big goodbye, but it's not the final goodbye. Okay. Then we have the Page of Cups. Now that was the Page of Swords. Now we have the Page of Cups. So you want to take this weapon, but you want to use it in a loving way, not in a way that's going to harm. Okay? It's for the enemy. It's not for the people around you, per se. Okay? And then we have the walking away from the past, the 5 of Cups, and walking away from the lies and the deceptions, the 7 of Swords. These are not bad cards. They're just saying that you have to stay in action of love and not fall for the lies. Stay in your truth, okay? In this action, courageous, daring, Hierophant, right? You can feel the energy. It's very, very leadership energy. It's like you are the president of your life. You are the CEO of this, okay? You're walking away. That's my walking away, where she's going like this to all the jibber jabber, right? And this is the 7 of Swords, which is he's walking away. He's throwing the lies right down. He's got 4 of them in his right hand. He's got 3 of them in his left, right? And he's just getting rid of them one by one. Getting rid of them one by one. And you hear when them confirmations come in, how strong they are. Okay, back to peaceful, easy feeling was on the bottom. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and shuffle this deck. This is Tasha's Divine Guidance. Okay. And I know you still feel confused. I feel people out there saying, well, you can say the confusion's over, but I don't feel it. Well, if you do what I'm asking you to do with the lyrics of the songs and maybe reading my transcripts instead of listening, take this on as a school, take everything I give you as an assignment instead of entertainment. I am not entertainment. I'm assignment. Okay, so Tasha's divine guidance is talking to the emperor of this reading, talking to the president of your assignment, which is you, divine masculine, high vibed emperor. So the divine masculine side of you. And underneath him is exactly what I said. Okay, direct your thoughts to positiveness. And I'm drawn to her cheeks because today and the other day I put a bunch of rouge on and my cheeks are red. Some days they're not because I don't put any on. Okay, but when I wear blush, you can tell. And I'm drawn to her cheeks. Now, what does that have to do with anything? I'm not sure, but I'm drawn to her makeup. I'm drawn to her eyeshadow. She's got blue eyeshadow on, lipstick, right? What does that have to do with anything? I'm not sure, but that's what I was drawn to. And it says positive. Oh, what they're telling me is that whether you're a male or a female, they want you to have self-care. They want you to start putting on makeup if you're a girl, right? I suppose if you're a guy, I love guys that wear eyeliner. Just an FYI. Okay. So we've got, whether you're a guy or a girl, they want you to dress nice. Even though you might not think this shirt's nice, I think it's nice. It's nicer than a ratty t-shirt with holes in it, right? Okay, whatever. This is nice to me, putting on makeup, combing my hair, taking a shower every day, cleaning the house. They want you to have positive energy. And like I said, I was drawn to her makeup, and I've never been drawn to her makeup like that before. Okay, so we've got the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy, and they're just putting it together saying, really take care of yourself. Oh, I just heard now, if your significant other, if you were going to meet the significant other, do you look and feel right to meet them? So per se, if you get up in the morning and you stink and you don't shave and you don't comb your hair, you don't brush your teeth, and then all of a sudden she knocks on your door, that's what they want you to have, is that energy of, no, I want to take care of myself and I want to be ready at all times. So take that for what it's worth. Okay, and then it says in the near future. So this is all happening, and it's going to be happening very soon. And what's going to be happening is success, abundance, and stability. However it's going to look towards you. However it's going to look for you, but it's coming. Success, abundance, and stability. And the only warnings I have is that mild Seven of Swords energy. This is the Seven of Swords from this deck. Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords twice, and I'm drawn to where he was walking away. Now I just picked up the Devil card on the top of the deck here. So it's getting more intense as I'm going, because they don't want you to believe the lies. They don't want you to fall into the hater spreading lies, the slander, because that's the only thing they got on you now. Okay? The only thing the devil's got on you now is to slander you. Like somebody saying, oh, what that video says is bullshit. You shouldn't leave your job. You shouldn't move. You shouldn't look nice every day. You shouldn't stay in positive energy. You know, that's the kind of lies and slander that you're going to be hearing whether it's in your head or from trolls, or it's in physically in your family, in your house, or I don't know, your friends. The devil and 2 7 of swords came out at the end. So again, take that however you want it, because for each of you it's going to be different, but it's all because they don't want you to have success, abundance, and stability. So again, it's a minor warning. I don't feel like it's going to affect you at all unless you let it. Okay, it's like that glass half full, half empty. If you're going to look at the glass as half empty, then it's half empty. If you're going to look at the glass as, oh, this is great, I got a half a glass of water yet, right? Then it's half full. You see the kitty in the background listening so nicely. Okay, so we'll pull a couple more cards here. We've got unexpected income. So that's just backing up the success, the abundance, and the stability. And we have the fake female, the low vibe, watch for red flags. So this is a real easy energy that I'm reading. What did I just say about somebody's going to try to slander you because they don't want you to have your success? Well, you're going to get some unexpected income, and this person doesn't want you to get it. So they're going to do everything they can to lower your vibe. Now, I also told you that in quantum consciousness, evil don't get their money. So once again, as long as they can mess with you, they're going to mess with you. And it is a female energy. So be careful is all it's saying. To me, it's just such a minor energy. It's like the other day when I said there's going to be players around you, but you pass that test and you're not falling for the player energy. Well, this is the same kind of feeling. It's that feeling of there's going to be people around you all the time trying to mess with you. But you're past that. You're stronger than that. That's what I'm feeling. I don't feel any kind of 7 of Swords. I'm drawn to how he's just dropping them left and right. He's got 3 up here messing with them, but he's already took care of 4 of them. I'm not worried about it at all. I don't feel anything bad at all. It's just, again, are you going to let them affect you? Like at a concert, I remember somebody saying the audience didn't cheer, so the singer got all irate. Well, that's on him. If you can't deal with the audience booing you, maybe you shouldn't be on stage at all. Okay, you guys, I love you. I am Miss Mystic, and thank you for listening.